that show no mercy. Can you imagine? Without dealing with serious manufacturing, our manufacturing sector is almost zero. I think somebody said that the example of Singapore, first of all, Ruto does not know that Singapore is a city-state. A city-state. Even that comparison itself, I think when you have to be very clear, you're talking about moving. I personally believe the time for the African tiger, the African lion, is now. Because we have our resources. You saw President Trump in trying to get President Tshisekedi and President Kagame to sign that peace agreement in Washington, which was witnessed by regional leaders, including William Ruto. I remember the president of Namibia was, I think, Angola, Namibia. The president of Burundi. They were there, but because William Ruto is chairman of the East African Summit, he also had to be there. Trump made it clear that the reason he's pushing Kagame and Tshisekedi to sign is because the US is interested in the rare minerals, the mineral wealth of this continent is unimaginable. It can shift Kenya to another level, not just Singapore. Not just Singapore. And so we know this. Leave alone the DRC. In Kitui, you have huge deposits of copper. And the prices of copper have been going up. If we got this copper and it is quoted in reputable stock exchanges, that will be enough to clear our country's external debt. I hope you hear what I've said. So when Ruto says we have no agenda, this is how we want to make this country great. We will not follow other examples, because those are Asian tigers. Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore is in that category. In Malaysia, the dominant communities are the Chinese and the indigenous Malays. That trade continues to the Orient countries, including China. So we have to get our own act together as Africa. East African Community Service collapsing under the chairmanship of William Ruto. He's supposed to have handed over the chairmanship to Mama Suluhu. Mama Suluhu itself is having stress. We are living in a stressed environment. So, William Ruto should stop misleading Kenyans to a dream world which is not real. Without an important cornerstone, which is peace, Kenya is living peaceably. After 3 years in power, people in his backyard are getting killed in the boundary between Narok and Bomet. We have witnessed an alarming erosion of our democratic institutions. We again heard it from the senators here and other leaders, members of parliament, except our own members of parliament. I must thank them, the 20 plus of them, together with a few who refused, although they were elected in UDA tickets, mainly from Mount Kenya region, they refused to be state captured. We need to give them a clap, because that is the remnant. The rest of you are state captured. The independence of the IEBC is self-compromised. As we saw clearly,